Hey everybody, welcome to Frankie's DIY Life. I'm Frankie. I started doing a shabby chic wreath, and then I thought, well, let me video it and post it, so that'll be one of my YouTube videos on how to make a shabby chic wreath. Say that real fast, shabby chic wreath. Anyway, let's get started. So I've jumped the gun and forgot to film, so I'll back up just a little bit. So what I done is I got one of those green round styrofoam things, you make wreaths with. Anyway, I covered all the green so you couldn't see it. I just wrapped it. So now what I'm doing, I'm just taking all of these scraps and stuff right here, these strips. They were from sheets and curtains and shears, and I am cutting them up, and I'm going to go all the way around till it gets really, really full. And then I'm going to make me some bows to put on it. So let me finish wrapping. It's getting a little fuller and a little fuller. It's a little slow go. But I'll just tie them on there and then cut it off. Just keep going around, trying to place them, a little even, but not even, just so you don't have so much color on one side and not enough on the other. So you just keep going around and trying to sort of make it match a little. And I'm tying these knots on the side. So I don't want to tie them in the middle because I want this to be flat, because I'm going to make me some bows and flowers out of some of this. Now, some of this stuff that I have right here used to be a window treatment that I had, and then I had lights and stuff hanging. And I'll try to dig up a picture and show it to you what it used to look like. But anyhow, I got tired of it, and so I've moved on and wanted to recycle this stuff. So let me keep going around. Okay, so I think I got it pretty full. And I think what I'm going to do is maybe give it a little trim all the way around. I don't want them to be too long. What I'm doing is making me a shabby chic wreath to put over my mirror in the hallway. So now what I'm fixing to do is take one of these long pieces that I've cut. Actually, it was already cut. And I'm going to fold it in two and put me a seam all the way down it. And then I'm going to clip it, and I'll bring it back and show you. Then I'm going to start rolling it around. And then after I get through, it'll be a flower. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I've got that seam all the way down. Now what I'm going to do is just start clipping ever so far apart. It doesn't really matter. It's not science. And just keep clipping. I don't think I'm showing you right. Just keep clipping all the way down. And then what happens is when you go to turn it, see, all them little pieces will be out like this. So I'm fixing to, hold on just a second. So those little cotton round balls and stuff you get at Walmart, wherever, like that. I'm going to take this, and I am fixing to go round and round and round, and I'm fixing to glue that to my, I've dropped it, here it is. Fixing to glue it, and then when I get through, like I say, then that'll be the back, and then I can glue it to here. I don't know if that's making much sense, but let me show you. Okay, so I'm starting on the outside, and I just glued this little bit right here to show you. So I'm going to keep going around and around and around and around. And I keep getting smaller and smaller till it gets in the very middle. And then when it gets into the very middle, I'll cut off what's left, and then I'll add me a little button or a little brooch or something in there to make it look cute. Okay, so I can put this little pearl in the middle of it and glue it down. And I think that would be cute. Or I have this, I'm not sure what that come off of, but anyway, I could glue that in there, and that would be cute. So I think what I'm going to do is just make me several more of these, or from different kinds of material. I think I might make a brown one next, and then I'll put a jewel or a bead or something in it, and then we'll start to glue them on my wreath. All right, so I cut up the brown one. I sewed it, folded it over and sewed it down. And then I just took my scissors and, like I did the other one, and just made those little slits. The hardest part is doing the slits because your arm gets tired after doing that for a while. But it makes such a pretty bow. So I'm fixing to wrap it around just like I did that one, and glue it as I go, starting on the outer edge and just keep going until I get in the middle. And I used that, I used the pearl in the middle of this one, and I think this one, it'll look like it'll match this. So that's what I'm fixing to do to this one. Okay, so I've got this one done right here, and I've got to put the little thing in the middle. But to make it fray out a little bit for this, you just rub it and rub it, and it'll start fraying out, and it'll just look really cute. So I'm fixing to put this in the middle of this one, and then I made a couple more, and we're going to get them on the wreath. There we go. What I wanted to tell you about these little cotton ball things, cotton circles in the middle. Can't think. The reason I like to use them is because they will bend. You know, you can mash them over the curve. If you use cardboard, they tend to get a little stiff across there, and you can't hardly, get them to fit if you got something that's curved. So if you got something that's curved you're working on, use some thick material or one of these, whatever it'll stick to, So I'm fixing to arrange them, and we'll get them glued on. I was going to show you this one that I made, and I should have showed it to you, but it's real simple. It's just a piece of sweater material. I think that's was the lacy stuff on the bottom. Anyway, you just twist it, put a little piece of glue, twist it, a little glue, and then it just twists all the way around. Then I put that little brooch in the middle. So I thought I would just put like some on one side like that and then hang it up, but the more I look at it, I think either I need to take some off or just finish it. So I think I might make some more and put them up through here. It may look good. It may look better all full, but that wasn't my plan. My plan was just to have just a few on one side. But let me make a few more and let me see what that looks like. I think I'll make another brown one. Okay, so now what I'm thinking I'm needing is just a couple of little fillers to stick in between them. So I'm going to wrap this one around my hand probably about 3 times, 4 times maybe. I'm just going to cut it off. And then I'm going to squinch it together, if that's a word. So here it is. And now I'm just fixing to mash it together like that right there. And I've got these little clear rubber bands, and I'm fixing to just put that on there to hold it together. You got to work with it just a little bit. Try to get it to spread out. And then I've got these little beads right here. If I can get to them. Oh. All right, and they've got the hole in the bottom of them. And I've got my needle and thread over here. And what I'm fixing to do, after I cut this a little bit, so we're just wanting to chop it some, so we can get that little frayed look going on. Oh, and you can't hurt it, so just go at it. Just chop, chop. You want it to just fray out some. I might chop on it a little bit more. Anyway, I'm going to thread this bead right here, and well, I'm going to thread that, and I'm going to put it right in the middle, and then we'll do a few of those for some fillers. Okay, so I made 3 of these, and I may have to make some more. I'm not sure yet, but but I think they turned out right cute. So I'm just going to place them, like if I see that like there's a hole or I need a filler. Okay, well, I've got it all done. Now I've got to figure out how to hang it on my mirror. So I've got it all together. I think it turned out right pretty. And I've got this piece right here to hang at the top of the mirror. But I got to figure out how to get it up there. I mean, I guess I could staple it or I could glue it. I don't know. I'm going to find out though. Okay, so I got this mirror for $9.99 at the Goodwill. And then I painted it white. And then so what I've done is I've folded that over, had double-sided sticky tape to it. And then I'm going to run another piece of tape, or I might just use the hot glue gun across the top. It's not heavy, but again, I bought the mirror at the Goodwill. I got it at the Goodwill. Anyway, I painted it white, like I said. Now I'm fixing to put it in my hallway. Okay, so I got it hung up there, but I'm really not crazy about those little squigglies I left in the middle right there. I think I might take my scissors and just whack them off. But I think it turned out really pretty. My fingers are burnt with all that glue gun, but I like it. It's a little shabby chic. Okay, so now I got to clean my mess up. It got pretty messy. Okay, I thought that one was pretty and everything, but I decided not to use it on my wreath. It just didn't go with the rest of the round ones, so I'll save that for something else. So I'm going to give you a little secret. You know that tape that they use at the hospital when you get your blood drawn, or you're in the hospital and stuff like that. You know, the kind that takes the hide off your skin when they pull it off. Well, that is what I used to hold that in the back of that. There I go again. That's what I used to hold the wreath to the mirror. So I just run a piece at the top because it's white and you couldn't see it, so worked out fine. Anyway, that's some good tape, as long as it's not on your skin. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed my video today. It was a last minute thing and took me a little longer than I thought. Fingers are burnt with that glue gun, so be careful with that. But all in all, I think it turned out really pretty. So this is Frankie's DIY Life. Hit that subscribe button, that like button. I appreciate it. Until next time, I'll see you soon.